Hey guys, I'm Jordan and I'm pretty.
And I'm Francesca, and I'm funny, and welcome back to Pretty Funny Pod. We
Episode
have
10?
made it to the 10th episode, a milestone. I'm so proud of us that we kept up with it. I was a little
We're
worried for us at the beginning, like, what if we just started and then we're like, just kidding? Like, sorry.
Imagine. We tell everyone we're starting this podcast and then we're like 3 episodes
Three
and we're like,
episodes.
we're not good at this.
Never mind. I digress.
Listen,
Uh,
I'm proud of us for sticking to it. And also, I think that we have a lot of exciting things to come and a lot of good ideas. And, you know, I see a bright future for us. So maybe we'll be on episode 100 before we know it.
who knows? Yeah,
Who
unfortunately for
knows?
me, I decided not to try too hard for the celebratory episode. Sorry to all those viewers watching it because I'm gonna blame it on jet lag and not laziness, and we're gonna go with that. It's the reason that I didn't try so hard compared to Jordan's blowout.
Francesca went hard in Spain and Ibiza, so you should tell
Ibiza?
us all about it.
Oh yeah. No, Spain was so fun. I'm like so depressed that I'm back and post vacation depression is hitting me hard. And the fact that I have to go to the office is like, uh, but sorry, that's just how I feel about it. But Spain was awesome though. We did Madrid, Toledo, Ibiza, and Majorca. And it
Mhm.
is Ibiza for all of you uncultured swines.
Rare.
And it was great. I had so much fun. Absolutely loved Madrid. Ibiza was just like, sorry, Ibiza, I already messed it up. Was just,
Yeah.
it's just a ridiculous place. Like we were up till sunrise like twice. And I don't think I can't really blame it on jet lag because I never really fully adjusted to Spain time because pretty much
Yeah.
every night I was there, I was out till like 5, 6 in the morning,
No,
which is like
literally,
11, 12 here.
I was getting texts from Francesca and it was like midnight, 1 a.m. here. And she was just like, oh, like I'm out, like I'm at this club, whatever. And I'm like, it's like 5 in the morning. Like, are
Yeah.
you good?
No, Spain parties late. Like even in Madrid, like
Insane.
you go out at 1:30, you stay out till what they would do was like when I studied abroad, they stayed out till the metro started working again because it like shuts down at like 1 a.m. and then restarts like 7, I think. So people just be like, all right,
Oh
well, stay out
no.
until then. And then in Ibiza, people don't even go out till 2 because the main DJ doesn't even come on till 3. So you're like, I don't even know if I ever adjusted, except in Mallorca, I was so defeated by this
Yeah,
trip
I can imagine.
that I was like falling asleep at 11 p.m. Spain time because I had nothing left to give. And I was
Okay,
sleeping so
so
much.
any hotties?
Um, there was okay. I have like a funny guy story
Oh,
for all the people.
for all the
So,
people.
all the people that are so involved in my love life. Um, Speaking of which, my love life, I had while I was on this trip, I decided, and I told my friend that I was like staying with, who was like my roommate the whole trip, that when I got back to New York, I was going to put myself out there and finally like actually start talking to men and like going on dates and using
Yeah.
the apps and not being a recluse. Um, I don't want to be a spinster. Sorry, I'm watching Bridgerton, so
Oh my
um,
God.
and I don't want that for me. So I need to go out into society.
Can you give us a
And
definition of spinster?
not exactly, but I think it's basically like an unmarried lady who like the men don't want. Like when you go out in society in Bridgerton, like the more seasons that you're out and you don't meet a man, like you become a spinster, and like that's shameful. Like you need to find a man.
Yikes.
This was in the 1800s though, so like women couldn't do anything without a man. Like
Mm.
so, you know. But regardless, I don't want to be a common day spinster, whatever that means.
The struggle.
So I'm gonna try my best, and I'm gonna be a flirty, fun girl this summer. Hot girl summer, hot flirty girl summer. Anyway, so I tried. I started in Ibiza, and
Okay.
we went to this day club, this like beach club, for one of the people I was with's birthday, and we got
Okay.
a table while we were there. It's very like Vegas pool party vibes, is what it was like,
Hmm.
and that's where I thrive. Like the other clubs at Ibiza are like very Brooklyn Mirage, like DJ sets, and very housey, so like they're
Okay.
not really my
Okay.
vibe. But like the Vegas clubs, the Vegas pool parties, like I'm all about it. So we went, And we're at this table, and the table next to us is this group of men who are for a bachelor party, and they are also from America. So, we kind of like
Oh.
hanging out with these guys, whatever, and then, the music's like going off. My nose itches, so sorry. It was like really itchy, and I was like, I either pick my nose or just admit it. So the music's
My nose
going.
is itchy too.
Yeah, so the music's going. And little like tipsy Francesca in a bathing suit. I was like, I'm in a club, like I'm a twerk. So I'm out
I'm a
there like shaking
twerk.
my little boothang, my little booty around, like twerk, 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 meg knees, all of that. And this guy
Maggie.
who was at the other table, he's kind of cute. He was wearing a Givenchy shirt, except shout out to one of my friends who said, "Oh, you talking to Givenchy?" And I was like,
Oh
"Oh,
my
honey,
God.
oh, you uncultured swine."
Do they even know?
Um,
Do they even know fashion?
no, clearly. So he only wears Allbirds as his shoes. So I'm gonna go with no. Not
Okay.
not Givenchy. Sorry.
That explains it.
Yeah. So we only started referring him to Givenchy as Givenchy, by the way. This man. So whatever, he comes up to me, he's like, "Oh, like you're a really good dancer," and I was like, "I'm just shaking my butt, but thanks." Anyway. Anyway, whatever. The day
He's
goes
like, "Are you
on,
a
whatever.
choreographer?"
Yeah, I'm like, that's all. I have one move. But like we were like kind of talking to them on and off, and then we were like going to like the pit area and dancing and
Okay.
whatever. And then I went to the bar and I was in love with this bartender. His name was Marco. He was from Italy. He was so cute. And like this guy would like find me, and then he'd be like, "Hey, like come hang with us, like come take shots at our table, like whatever." These
Davici.
people, yeah, these people were throwing money. Like I have never seen a Patron bottle that big. It was like this tall and like this wide. Like they were just, and they got it after like 2 hours of already being there
And they
drinking.
were
So like,
Americans?
yeah, they
Okay.
were. It was like like Crazy Rich Asians. It was like Crazy Rich Indians. They were all this like wealthy Indian group of friends. Like the
Slay.
girls' bachelorette party was what might have been in Mallorca, and they were all meeting in Barcelona after this. Like these people rich. Um, and they like all own
Damn.
jewelry stores and shit. I don't know. It was very interesting. But they were super nice, like super friendly. So me and this guy are like flirting, like, we're talking, hanging out. Like he's putting his arm around me, like he's like, we're being like kind of touchy, like flirty,
Mm.
hanging out. Anytime I walk away, he'd come find me. So I'm like, okay, yeah, like I'm Francesca's gonna make out with someone like the first time in months. Like, yay. Everyone's gonna be so proud.
It's
Um
happening.
because mind you, when I got home from this trip and I saw my guy friends, the first thing they're like, "Did you meet anyone? Did you hook up with anyone?" And then I told them no, and they were all mad at me, and they were like, "What? Who goes on
What's
vacation
wrong with
and
them?
doesn't have a vacation hookup?" So I'm being the opposite of slut shamed. Actually, I don't know what that is. Maybe spinster shamed is what we're gonna call it now. But because I'm
Apparently.
not hooking up with anyone, everyone's mad at me. So I need people to pick a lane. So anyway, whatever, flirting, well, whatever. Um, where it's time for us to go, and we're like trying to get their numbers, whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even ask for this guy's number at first, but he's like, "Oh, like I can't give you my number because I don't have service. Like, take my friend's number." So like I got his friend's number, and I literally look at him and I go, "Oh yeah, you don't have service," but I'm like, I'm never gonna see you again. I don't give a shit.
You're
Like
like, there's a thing called Notes app. Like, what
what?
do you mean? You can't write down my number?
No, to like text him that night because he didn't have service. Like,
Oh,
would be able
oh
to
my God.
communicate.
I was like, what do you mean he
Jordan.
can't write your number down because you don't
No,
have
he didn't live in New
service?
York, so like I was genuinely never going to see him except for that day, and they were leaving Ibiza the next day.
I
So
see what you're
like,
saying. I see what you're
yeah, so he was like, "Get
saying.
my friend's number, like maybe we can hang out tonight, whatever." So I'm like, "Okay, bullshit," but like I literally don't care that much. Like I'm just trying to make out with someone. All right, so whatever. So later on the day, I don't know. I guess somehow my guy friend, who is like my gay best friend, he is my roommate for this trip. He starts becoming friends with all these guys, and we were like shitting on this guy like Givenchy for like not having service, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I have T-Mobile," and I was like, "Okay, do you have service? Like everybody gets service internationally with T-Mobile, but like I don't even care." He ends up getting my friend's number, the guy. So,
Wait.
so so
Wait.
as we're leaving, they're like my friend is like, "Oh yeah, like we should like definitely see you guys." And the guy literally says, he's like, "Yeah, honestly, like I think Francesca's too hot. Like I have like too hot for me. Like I have to go for it." Like something along those lines. Like I can't mess it up. So like I'm like, "Yeah, like correct." So first of all, correct. Second of all, correct again. And so we go home, whatever. We're like my guy friend is texting this guy, and then all of a sudden, like, we're drunk at a bar eating food at our hotel, and a phone is
Okay.
like handed in front of me, and it's like this man's face, and I didn't know they were on FaceTime, and I'm like, what's happening? What's going on here? Who is this? And like, I was like, we're figuring out who it is. We're all drunk. I'm like, yeah, like we're going out today, whatever. The long story short is we end up meeting up with those guys like to their Airbnb, and this guy is like
Okay.
dead, and he's like, I'm so hungover, I'm so tired, like can't go out. But he's only texting my guy friend, and he's like, oh, like come upstairs, like come say hi. But he's only texting my guy friend. So we're like we're like, like, what's happening?
Yeah.
We also think we're all confused about this man. Like he was like touching me. He was anytime I was talking to another guy, he was next to me. Like he's saying I'm too
Francesca.
hot. Like I don't know. But then he's only texting my guy friend who he was asking me multiple times. He was like, "Is that your boyfriend?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "So you're single?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Okay, cool." Like he's asking me all these questions. And so we all are like, at the end of the day, like he never ends up
This
coming out. His other friends do. Like nothing ends up happening. And he like, we're like, who was he into? What happened? Like,
no,
what
like literally.
did he like my guy friend, or was like what happened? And then when we were at their house, like the stories all over the place, but we did like my guy friend was like, he wants me to come up to say hi. He's like, but I'm too scared, so you guys have to come with me. So like me and like two other girls, we went with him. And we were like, hey, and he was like, oh hey, like just like laying in his bed, like whatever. Like he wouldn't come out, like he couldn't get up, he was too dead, whatever. As we're walking out, one of my friends is like, he's wearing a ring. Like, I think he's married. And we were like, wait, what? Like, he was wearing a ring today. So, like, in all of these turn of events, like, he didn't have service, which I already knew was a lie. Then he gets my gay guy friend's number, is texting him incessantly, asks him to come say hi while he's in his room, but is telling him how hot I was. And then yesterday, literally yesterday,
What?
a week after we've met him, he texts my guy friend again. He's like, "Hey man, like, how's it going?
What's
Like,
happening
could you
right
send me
now?
that picture of us?" Like, so he is either like gay, married, or just very confused, and we have no idea what happened.
Very
But
confused.
my other friends were like, "Francesca won the battle, but my guy friend won the war." like.
That
Like
would only happen to the two of you.
no, literally how? Like he was the one putting out all these signals. Like it wasn't even me. Like even my guy friend was like, "No, he was telling me that like you're so hot." Like I so like and he's asking me if I'm single, like all these things. Like he's literally has his arm around my waist. Like oh, we were
I
so confused.
would have been shook, especially like going back to their place and being like, what exactly is happening here? Imagine like if he just like, what if you would have made out with him and then like he
No,
like
I
tried
like
to make out,
wish
tried to make out with
with me
your
after.
friend?
Oh yeah, no, I wish that my guy friend went up alone. He was like, "I'm too scared. Like, what if he's into me?" And I was like, "Just like he made us come with him." I wish he went up alone so that
Yeah.
we could have known what happened. But
When does
yeah,
this ever happen to
no,
anyone
and
but literally
but
you?
me, but me, and everyone's like, "Why don't you hook up with someone on vacation?" This is why. This is why.
Well, also to be fair, your like plus one to this entire thing was your gay best friend, and that doesn't look good when you're like out with a bunch of other couples, and then it's just you and him,
No, I
like you said.
literally had to like push him away sometimes, and actually I pushed my other friends like fiancés away because I was like, no man will talk to me when you guys are around. At one point, we were in one of the clubs at Ibiza, and I heard one of these two guys walk over, and they start speaking Spanish, and they go, "Oh, uno, dos, tres, cuatro." Oh no, like they basically in Spanish they were like, "Oh, they're all together. There's like four and four."
Yeah,
Luckily,
no.
I wasn't into those guys, but I was like,
I was
"You
gonna
guys are
say I
fucking
would have
this
been
up for
like, "You're
me."
doing the wrong math, guys. I'm
It's three, one,
available.
and
I don't
one.
know
Three, one, and
them.
one.
I don't know them."
Yeah.
Oh
So I gotta
no.
stop. I
Oh
gotta
no.
start going on trips alone, I guess. It's not working out for me. But my friend and I did my roomie. We we did get up really close on this trip. Much
Don't tell me you
closer.
had a three-way.
My God, no. Honestly, even closer than that, if I'm being completely
Okay.
honest. Because, one night when we were in Toledo, uh, before the wedding, there was a welcome party, and they were giving out past hors d'oeuvres and stuff, some paella, some like fish stuff, whatever.
Okay. Some fish
And
stuff.
and I go home that night, and I'm like, I don't feel great. Like I'm gonna go home a little earlier, and like he went out drinking with like some of my guy friends, but
Okay.
I was gonna stay up to let him in anyway because we were staying in this like super old hotel. So like literally the key to the hotel was a key
Okay.
with a keychain, a leather keychain this big. So oh,
You
okay.
would.
I would get the hearts. So I'm like, I gotta stay up. Like I have to. He has to call me anyway to get in.
Uh-huh.
Luckily for him, I never fell asleep because my stomach was stabbing me in the middle of the night. I could not fall asleep. I was dying. I was in so much pain.
Yikes.
I finally get up and I'm like on the pot, just trying to make my stomach feel better. I hear knocking. I'm like, hold on, I can't get out. I had to like waddle to the door and like whip it open. And I'm like, just give me
Oh,
a second. I like go back to the bathroom and I'm like talking to him and I was just like, do you feel sick? Like, I feel so sick. And he's like, yeah, I don't feel that great. Like, my stomach's like has not been holding up very well. And I'm like, okay, like me either. Like, I'm glad
ew.
it's just not just me.
Can only tell where
So
this is going.
the two of us basically are just like struggling. Like, at one point in the night, one of us is always on the bathroom floor. And it was cold, it was nice, we're also running through toilet
Yikes.
paper at this point. But so I'm like laying in bed and I'm just trying so hard to go to sleep and I just like feel this rumbling in my stomach and I'm like, oh God. And my friend is strewn across the bathroom floor, just half asleep. Like he looks passed
Oh
out, but he's like not really
no.
asleep, but he could have been. And I come running in and I go, I'm so sorry for this. And I just hit the fucking deck. I start projectile vomiting into this toilet. Like
Shut
I
up.
so aggressive, like whiplash. I could have gotten whiplash from how much I was vomiting. I was like in pain. I couldn't breathe because it was coming out so much. It's all black because I had squidding paella. Like I was rough.
Oh
I
no,
was rough.
no, no,
And
no.
like he's like holding my hair back, whatever, like, trying to help me. Couple
How
like I'm like
nice.
sitting on the floor, he brings me tea, whatever. An hour goes by. I'm like trying to go back to bed, and I'm like, oh my god, now it's coming out the other end. So like I get up, and I'm like, he's on the floor, and I'm like, again, like I am so sorry for this. And so I sit down, but I'm like, I can't hold it in. It's coming out. And as I'm sitting, I go, oh my god, it's not coming out of the side right now. I have to immediately pull up my pants, drop to my knees. My friend is laying across the floor. I start projectile vomiting again, except this time it was trying to come out the other side too. So I am sitting there and I am clenching every little muscle in my butt cheeks so that nothing will come out as I am throwing up into the toilet. My friend is laying
No.
next to me on the floor and I'm
No.
like, oh my God, I'm going to shit my pants. I'm going to shit my pants. I'm going to shit my pants. I did, in fact, have a little baby shit chart, if you will. But
Literally right next to him.
right next to him, it was very, very, very tiny. Like you couldn't even tell. But
You couldn't
as
even tell.
I'm as I'm throwing
Okay.
up, it finally ends, and I go, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry," but I can't hold it, and I had to immediately switch right back to the toilet, sweating all profusely, just going as he's just laying on the floor in front of me, and I am just
Oh my
swapping between
God.
my two cute little stances of throwing up and
This,
pooping. And luckily for me, I was wearing my Nike shorts.
oh my God, the infamous Nike shorts. You guys have no idea.
This is a shout out to Nike. Please sponsor me because in the past two vacations that I have been on internationally, I have been blessed. I have been
Oh my
cursed with
God.
stomach issues so bad. Nobody I would not wish this on my worst enemy. The last time I got
Those
Bali
trusty
belly, which is
shorts.
essentially having E. coli in your stomach for those of you who don't know. And I was in Bali and I was sleeping and I woke up in the morning and I was like, "Oh my god, I made it through the whole night. I didn't go to the bathroom once. I was so proud of myself." I'm in these Nike shorts that like all the girls used to wear in college. They have like the built-in underwear in them and then they're like the athletic shorts. I have like so many pairs of them because I sleep in them all the time. I should bring them out, honestly. And
Oh
I
no.
go to the bathroom in Bali and I pull down my pants, shit everywhere. Just, I absolutely shit my pants like a child. I didn't wake up in the night for it. I was really, really sick, obviously. Like I had fevers and shit. I started bawling my eyes out. But you know what? It didn't get anywhere because it was all trapped in these little Nike shorts that have the built-in underwear.
It's
So
so insane
this
because
trip
when
again,
Francesca when
I was
Francesca
wearing my
called me.
nifty Nike shorts. It's different ones. I threw out the other ones. And everything was
Yeah.
great. Everything was dandy, kept well, and shit did not see the ground.
When Francesca called me and was like hysterically crying during this mishap, she was like, "You don't understand. I just woke up and I thought to myself, oh my God, I was able to sleep through the night without having to get up and take a shit. Like, oh my God, I actually slept through the night. Like,
It was
thank
like
God."
first night in 6 nights.
And then she goes, I get up, I get out of the bed, and I'm like shuffling over to the bathroom and I realize instantly something doesn't feel right. She's like, I got to the bathroom and I just like pulled down my shorts and like just like dumped on the floor. I was like, I muted myself and was literally hysterically laughing. It was so mean. And I was like, if she hears me, like
Because I was
she was on the
bawling
other
my
end
eyes out.
sobbing. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, she's so sick that she literally slept through shitting herself all night. Like how sick you have to be to like literally be in bed shitting yourself all night
And
is
not wake
insane.
up. Not
No, and
wake
not,
up
no, and
at
like literally
all.
not wake up. Like, what the fuck? I was dying. I was like, this is the funniest thing I've ever heard. Like, I've never heard of someone like actually like sleeping an entire 8 hours while during that 8 hours like shitting themselves. But then what was even more miraculous is I go, did you check the bed like when you got up? Like, you need to go check the bed. Like, this is like a big deal. Like, there's probably like shit all over the bed. She's like, oh my God. And then she looked, nothing, not even a drop
Nothing.
on the bed, yet
Nothing.
like literally a pool of it in her pants. And I was like, what? Literally, like, what pants are you in? She's like, I'm wearing those like Nike running short with like built-in underwear. And I was like, how? I'm like, literally, how? Like, that is the craziest thing in the world.
They're the
And
best
we have
shorts.
joked forever now that like those shorts, like we need to be Francesca needs to be sponsored by Nike and
Yep.
those shorts because they honestly
Saved my
saved a
life.
very big mess.
Imagine I was gonna have to do laundry in front of everyone that I was staying in the Airbnb with.
No, 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 no,
Just
no. It
shit
would
the
have been one
fucking
of those
bed.
things where like I just folded up all into a pile into the trash and I would have been like saying to the Airbnb host, I need someone to bring me another sheet set. I will literally pay for it. Like I will not explain, but please. Like it would have been that situation.
Oh
There's
my
no
God.
way.
No, that was the only positive thing that came out of that was the shorts because
No,
I was like on this close to going to the hospital in Thailand. Like nobody wants to go to the hospital in another country.
no, but she
Like,
was
let
she was
alone
in
hospital period.
the best part is like you heard the story about her friend being there during Spain. It's like that same friend she was sharing like that bathroom with. And she literally was like panicking. She was like, what if he walks in and there's like literally a pile of shit on the floor? And I was like, oh my God, dude. I wouldn't even know what to do. Like, what do you do? Like, I honestly don't know. Like, did you get a towel? I don't even know how you cleaned it up. Like, to be honest, like,
I literally when I saw the shorts, I was like, you have to go in the shower and just like threw the shorts in the shower and ran it.
honestly, like horrendous. Also, speaking of that, I have something to
Yes.
say.
Are we
I
talking
have
about what we talked
something
about
to
the other
say.
night?
Yes.
Yes. We discovered a new ick.
We
Okay.
discovered a new, like, serious ick that is literally like a deal breaker. Like, I
Yeah.
cannot date someone that does this. So, like, all I have to say is that bidets were invented for a reason. And we found out that this guy that we know, literally, like,
No,
when
but
he
multiple
takes.
guys. Like
Oh,
I've
yeah,
heard of
actually,
multiple guys doing this.
this is an epidemic, but we found out that this is an epidemic amongst men that they
We are here
literally
to announce.
take a shit and instead of wiping, they literally just go in the shower
Get in the shower.
and
Just
just
hop on in there.
like we're talking like not even like one swoop through, not even one swoop through to make sure we get anything. It is like straight off the shitter to the shower. And like that is the most disgusting shit I've ever heard in my life. Like what is going on? Like,
Or they'll do like even just
imagine,
one swipe and still get in the shower. I'm like, one swipe's not doing nothing. Like,
no, but like,
every time you poop to take a
imagine,
shower, like, get a baby wipes, get a bidet, anything. Do something,
like,
please.
literally get a bidet. Because I'm sorry, but like, that's so disgusting to have that like bacteria in your shower. And imagine the amount of men that are doing this. And then this is
And
like
then
what
picking the
shower
soap bar
shoes
up,
were like invented for.
picking
And
the
first of
soap
all, if
bar up.
anyone has a soap bar resting on the floor of their shower,
Wait, on the floor?
that's what I'm saying. You're
They're
saying
in
you're
the
picking
soap
up a,
holder. No, but I'm like saying they're using the soap bar to wipe between their booty
no, they
cheeks.
weren't even using the soap bar. Literally, that man said, my loofah is a mess. I literally almost vomited when he said that. He goes, my loofah has seen shit. And I said, no, it's literally seen shit. That is the most horrific thing I have ever heard in my life.
I forgot about that
Ever
part.
heard in my
I
life.
forgot about that part.
Ever in my life. Like,
This episode is literally going to be talking shit. Literally.
title of the episode.
Talking
No,
shit.
honestly,
Literally.
I do have a funny loofah story because actually my roommate in college, I got really, really sick just like you did. And I had a situation where it was both
Yeah.
ends. And long story short, like my roommate was like, I was crying because of course, like in those kind of situations, you're just desperate. And I was
Yeah.
so sick. I was just crying. And she was like, I think you like literally need to go to the emergency room. And I was like, I cannot leave this apartment. Like I'm so sick. And then she started like, she thought it was funny. She was like telling my friends because I couldn't go to like the Bulls game because we were all about to go to the Bulls game. And she like told all my friends like, Jordan shit herself, blah, blah, blah. Like she
The
thought it was
what game? The
hilarious.
Bulls
The
game?
Bulls game. Like
Oh, the
Chicago
okay.
Bulls.
Oh, I was
Chicago
hearing
Bulls.
I was hearing bowl.
No, we were about to go to the Chicago Bulls game. And this happened like right before we were about to leave our apartment. So like she thought it was going to be so funny to tell our friends that I shit myself. Like that I shit my pants. And everyone was like laughing about it. And then we got back and like, or we got back. I stayed home. They got back. I'm at home. Like I'm on the couch, like in the fetal position. And they like come back into the apartment. Everyone's laughing, like whatever, having a
You're
good
like, hi,
time. And
Jordan shit her pants.
they're like, Jordan, you shit yourself? And I go, oh, you guys are all laughing? That's like hilarious, isn't it? And then when they left, I said, just so you know, like I also had like explosive diarrhea in the shower and I like used your loofah, but like I didn't tell her this. I forget. It was not after they left. It was 2 days later. I said to her, oh my God, I forgot to tell you that I used your loofah after I like had explosive diarrhea in the shower. And she is an extreme germaphobe. And she literally started hysterically crying. She was like, I've been using the loofah for 2 days. She was like literally hysterically crying. And I was like, I gave it like probably a solid 10 minutes before I told her I was kidding. Because I was like, fuck you. You told our entire friend group that I shit myself. And so this is my payback. I knew she's a fucking germaphobe. And I was like, if I tell her I used her loofah to wipe my ass in the shower and then she used it for 2 days, she'll
Oh
have a
my
full blown
God.
heart attack. It was the best idea ever.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
But yeah,
I can imagine
no,
her freaking out.
I would never do such a thing because
No.
I would never do that. And the
Just
amount of
like
shit, this is literally what shower
wipe
shoes
it.
are for. This is why you wear shower shoes. You can trust no one.
Okay, but I'll
Like,
be honest, and this I know is an ick against me.
I'm
I
scared where
don't
this
use
is
shower
going.
shoes when I shower in gym showers.
Okay, it really depends on the gym. I will say this. It really depends on the gym. Like,
I got
if I'm
crucified for this from some of my other friends. They were like
okay,
literally calling me like pata sucia, like but like like dirty feet and shit. And I was like,
I think it's a situational thing. Like, for
I think
example,
so too.
when I first joined Equinox, I was like, should I get shower shoes? And then I see there's like literally 24/7 cleaners in the locker rooms of Equinoxes. Like
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
the
going to Equinox, but my gym's not
right.
dirty.
Okay, so then you have a problem. No, I'm kidding. But like
Weird. Like if I
it's a
was
case
going to
by case
like Blank,
basis.
then in Planet Fitness, maybe I'd use shower shoes.
Listen, if
Maybe.
there is not like if you don't walk into the shower and immediately it smells like
In college, I
fresh,
used it.
yes, that is a place you should use it more than anywhere in the world, I think. Like things spread like wildfire there. So, yeah, no, I think that's a case by case basis. I think that if you don't feel if you have like the slightest doubt that it's clean, wear them.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't do that, but I agree with you. I don't do it. So, but anyway, to sum up my Madrid trip, it was great. Being sick sucked because it was the night before the wedding, so I couldn't like party with everyone as much because I couldn't eat anything. But luckily, it was just like that night, and the next day I was queasy, and then when I got to Ibiza, I was ready to shake my booty. And all in all, it was a good trip, so much fun, much needed, and I am now 2 for 2 in shitting my pants on international trips. So when we go to
I
Cabo,
support this.
stay tuned.
Honestly, I'm so pumped for Cabo, but let's just continue to pray that that doesn't happen. The last time we went to Cabo, we could say it was a pretty fucking shitty time. So this time's going to be better.
Yeah, but there was no poop. It's just there's just a shit situation that unfolded.
Yeah,
And
I'm
I
just
did catch a
kidding.
Dorito with my toe,
That's true.
which was an incredible situation, not a shit one.
That was the most talented I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, for anyone wondering, I played soccer my whole life, so like whenever I drop things with my hands, I try and catch them with my feet, not my hands. I don't know. I don't know if it's a flaw. I kind of think it's a superior quality of mine.
Basically,
Um,
this is a should be your OnlyFans channel.
yes.
Catching things
Um,
with your feet.
and as I was eating Doritos, I dropped one and then I caught the Dorito in between my big toe and my pointer toe.
It was actually insane
We
how
will
she caught
post it
this.
on the Instagram.
Yeah, stay tuned.
It's necessary. And we were all drunk, so it was like the craziest thing that's ever happened. But I digress. How was your time while I was gone? I heard you hung out with my mother.
Yes, your mom was coming in town for Memorial Weekend, and I was like, she was like, I'm gonna come in on Sunday, and I was like, well, what are you doing on Saturday? And she was like, not really anything, and I was like, why don't you just come in on Saturday and we can have like a girls' night and stuff?
She
You can
could
stay
take
here,
you
like,
out to eat.
let's go out. And Tom was out of town, so it was perfect. And so she was like, yes. And so that was like on Thursday, I think we talked. And then on Friday, I see on Instagram that Bad Bunny is coming to town. His
Baboni.
first show was on Friday night. And I was like, oh my God, he's probably playing all weekend. Like, let me look. And he was. And Francesca's mother is a huge Bad Bunny fan. So I called
As
her
well
up
as
and I
Benny
was like,
Blanco. Not to
as
be
well as Benny Blanco.
forgotten.
And I said, are you down? Like, let's go to Bad Bunny. Like, are you down? She was like, duh. So
The
we had a night. We went to Bad Bunny and she was like, I was the oldest one there by decades. And I was like, yeah, but the coolest. It was great.
I'm
And
honestly a lot more offended that you guys went than I'm letting on.
really?
Just so you guys know. Yeah, it's
Okay,
pretty fucked up
here's the thing.
because I feel like I had a big part in introducing the two of you to Bad Bunny.
It's
Maybe
true.
maybe me indirectly, but still I had a big part in it. And
It's
then for you
true.
guys to basically go without me is so rude. Especially when last time you were here, I was like, Jordan, what if we just like last minute bought Bad Bunny tickets? And you're like, I just can't do it right now.
It was okay. To be fair, the New York tickets were way more expensive.
No, I know they were crazy expensive.
Like
That is
insane.
fine.
And then when I saw these that were starting at like 160, I was like, oh, that's like pretty good.
Yeah.
And
Stupid New
yeah,
York, so expensive.
we went. And of course, your mom is like literally the worst. I was like, okay, I got the tickets. She's like, oh my God, okay, I'm going to Venmo you. And I was like, you don't have to Venmo me. And then she was like, I'm doing it. You don't argue with your auntie. And I was like,
She
okay,
does that all the
fine.
time.
And then what did she do? She Venmo me for both
Of
tickets.
course. Yeah. I was curious. I was wondering
And I was
if
like,
she did that.
okay, bitch. And then I wanted to take her out to a nice dinner, but then I don't know if you guys know this, but if you're in downtown Miami by the stadium, there's not shit for like good food.
I feel
So
like you should have assumed that.
no, no, no. I assumed that, but the thing about it is like we had a choice to make. Either we go to like dinner super early, which we
Yeah.
both like, you know what I mean, and
Didn't
then
want to do, yeah.
whatever, you get down there and then pop around,
Yeah.
or we go to dinner and then we show up to the show late. And I was like, I don't know
Yeah.
what time he's going to go on, whatever. So basically, long story short, because parking and everything in Miami is such a bitch around concerts, I was like, we're going to go to this side that's like I don't know, 6 blocks away from here, and let's just get some good pizza and a michelada because I know your mom loves a michelada. She loved the pizza. It's actually really good. So we did that. And then we walked and it was really nice. And it was nice
Cute.
outside. It was hot, but it was nice. But yeah, the one thing was the two things were that one, for some reason, I didn't know that it was Western themed, this tour.
Oh,
So
yeah. That's the.
yeah,
Oh.
pretty dumb of me not to have looked it up. And
That's the
so
album cover.
Well, I saw them. I knew it was like the most wanted tour, but I don't know why I didn't click that I was like, we should dress Western. And so we
Mm,
definitely didn't. So we were not matching the vibe like whatsoever. So
that's
that was
okay.
kind of embarrassing. Because we were all like, no, like Francesca, every single person was in cowboy boots, hats, everything. Like it was nuts.
Damn.
And then it was us. And we were just like laughing. And then also, literally, because you're in Miami, everyone speaks Spanish. Your mom and I,
Yeah.
we don't know what he's saying the
You guys are probably
entire
just like,
time. We were like, I mean, we know some of the songs, obviously, but like,
yeah.
also, he didn't even play some of them that I thought he was going to play. But,
Oh, really?
anyways, your mom
Oh.
was just like, I just need to hear Monaco. And it was the first song. So
Oh, yeah. Oh,
perfect. But no, she was like having the best time. It was great. But I was
it looked
honestly
fun.
really sad that you couldn't have been there.
I was jealous.
I was like, do I do it? Because I was like, I know Francesca thought I could be able to be
No,
here.
it's fine. It's worth it.
But then I was like, well,
I'll have
she's
to
been
go
really
another
wanting to
time.
go.
I'll have to go
Yeah.
another.
And I think it'd be cool to see, in his next show, because maybe he'll be a little bit more theatrical. Like the
Yeah.
lights were cool, but I think that also no opener. No opener in Miami, not even a fucking DJ. Isn't that weird?
Oh, yeah. That is kind of weird. I feel like he's too cool for that, though. Did he have an
I
opener in New
guess.
York, though, too? I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe he's
Anyways,
just a little
that
selfish.
was
But him and
that.
Kendall was at his Friday night show. They
Yeah.
have rekindled, and honestly, I'm all about it. And the rumor is that Timmy and Kylie are still together, too.
Oh,
I hope so. Because honestly,
that would be cute.
I really like both those couples together. So,
Out of that, we just spent the weekend in New York together, Francesca and I.
came from
We,
Spain to her, staying
yeah.
in my house. A
Listen,
little exhausting. No, I'm kidding. I was happy.
Francesca.
A little
Listen,
tired.
I'm a good friend. Francesca got off the flight. I tracked her ass all the way through Brooklyn and Queens, and I brought
True.
her. I brought her a Ruby's burger and fries.
Oh my
Okay.
God. And I was craving a burger so bad. I fucking housed that burger. I had so many burgers this weekend. I haven't had burgers in months.
Yeah.
And then I think I had 3 this weekend.
It's almost as if like, what would you do without a good friend like me? Because
Yeah.
you would have been like, I'm gonna get home. I don't have anything to eat. I'm gonna have
I
to
probably
wait
would
for
have
it to
ordered
get
honey.
here. Probably. And then
Yeah.
here I am showing up with a
Showed
burger
up
and
with burger
fries.
and fries. So much better.
No, it was a nice weekend, and then I
It's
just
fun.
flew back this morning and
Ugh.
had such an experience on the airplane.
An
This
experience
man,
on the airplane. Did you get first class?
I did not join the Mile High Club. I did not get
Poor.
first class. I know. I sat in economy. That's because my husband looked at it, and he
So embarrassing for
clearly
you.
doesn't know my value.
I haven't
Anyways,
done economy in the last 6 flights that I've taken.
good for you.
That is actually a
Good for
true
fucking
story.
you, because
But
clearly
that's
I
also
need
because
to like upgrade.
it's because my work really paid for 4 of them. So,
Okay, well,
but anyway, the other 2 I did pay for.
this
Okay.
bitch. No, my ass was back in row 32 today, and
that's far back. That's back.
I know. At
God
least I had an
damn.
aisle seat. At least I had an aisle
Oh,
seat.
that's nice. Okay,
Um,
worth it.
Anyways, there was this like really tall, dark, handsome, you know, steward. Is that what you call him? Steward?
Flight attendant.
Steward? Flight attendant, whatever. A steward. He
Named
was
Stewart.
walking up and down the aisles. He was like
He was flaunting his
6'4", beautiful, tall, buff.
Could he even fit in the plane without bending?
He was
his head
so
down?
tall. I mean, he was very tall. But anyways, he's very good looking, and I was like, throughout the flight, he's like, serving the drinks. He's asking me what I want, giving me things.
And
He's
Jordan's
like smiling at me. I keep getting eye contact.
I'm Jordan.
It's bitch. So, anyways, he kept smiling at me, and I was like, somebody has a crush. And then, anyways, I was like walking off the plane, and here he was at the end of the aisle. I was
sorry.
yeah, I was preparing myself to be like, I'm so sorry to let you down.
Taken.
And then I got to the end of the aisle, and he goes, I just have to ask you. And I was like, here we go. He's asking me on a date. I was like, this is so cute. And then he was like, are you that girl from Stranger Things? And I was like, what? Who? And he was like, that girl that gets like possessed. That's like has to listen to the music. And I was like, Sadie Sink? The girl that's literally in
Like
Taylor Swift's
12.
music video. It's like
Is
literally,
she
I
even
don't even know
21? Is she even like legally
who's
allowed to drink? I have to look this up.
19, probably. Like, I don't know, maybe she's older than that now, but like young. And I'm like, nope.
No offense. No offense. You don't look like her. Oh my god, she's
I know.
literally born in 2002.
I'm almost
People.
10. I'm like literally almost 10 years older than her.
You could be her mother. You
To
like
be
look like you
fair,
could be her mother.
my hair was like naturally curly, so maybe there was like a
No, I
little
think
bit
the
more of a
blowout
resemblance.
makes it look more like it.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Basically, there's no way in hell that I look like a 19-year-old. I'm almost 30.
Do you think
I
this woman who was just starred in the All Too Well music video is going to be sitting in the row 32?
exactly.
No.
And no,
Stranger
no.
Things star
I
row 32?
thought it was so funny. I was like, not me, but thanks. And I'm just like walking off the plane, like cracking up because I'm just like, I've gotten a lot of things. People
That is a new
tell
one.
me that I look like, whoever this, whoever that. And it's like, sometimes they're accurate and sometimes they're not, but like never gotten a, Sadie Sink. And I mean, such a compliment because the girl is
Yeah.
fucking gorgeous and I want to be in a fucking Taylor Swift video. But like, no, wasn't
I
me.
mean, you know what? All your TikTok lives, people say that the two of us look 40. So this is good for us. We're going the other way.
I really needed this because the other day, the TikTok live I was on, they were fucking 42. I
It
was like,
literally hurts my feelings when we're going in. They're like, "Aren't you guys a little old to be on this app?" And I'm like,
I'm
first
like,
of all,
who the fuck are
I'm a
you?
child bride. Okay, I am not without the bride part. Like Haley Bieber, teenage pregnancy, that would be me. Still, like I am not too old to be on this app. Okay. Second of
I
all, I just got off my parents' health insurance 3 years ago.
3 years ago. It's like in that new show that new movie with Jennifer Lawrence where she's like, "Yeah, I'm 28," and they're like, "How old are you?" And she was like, like plus two." She's like 32, like 3 years ago. It's like
28 and 16 months.
yeah, she's like, I'm 32, but minus three. No, but like I'm 28 plus three. She just like keeps doing all these. I'm like, yeah, that's me.
Somewhere in between there.
I'm still in my 20s, you bitches. That's what I want to say every single time I'm on TikTok Live. I'm still in my
For 1
20s. Leave me
month.
alone.
For 1 month.
And I'm going to milk it. I'm
You
actually
should
so
milk it.
excited to be 30, but like I'm going to milk the fact that I can say to people when they see me, and I'm like, yeah, I'm still in my 20s.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm still in my
Go crazy.
20s. I'm like, ha. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, definitely agree. Go off, Queen. That right there, old. Like, oh
That
my
right
god.
there, millennial.
When we were at the bar,
So sorry, was
we
I
went to
supposed
the
to do
bar.
the fucking heart thing that they do? I don't even fucking know.
Wait, it's like that's a finger heart.
I think it's this or something.
No, that's what we did.
We do this and then they do like fucking this or some shit. I don't even fucking
That's ugly. We were at the bar on Friday. I'll wrap this up, but we were at the bar on Friday. We were like dancing with our friends, and like the music started going on, and the minute that music went on, of the all five girls, we all just start dancing, and our faces go.
know.
And I was watching a Nicola Coughlan interview because again I'm watching Bridgerton, and
Again, I'm
she
watching
was
pretty.
like, and the question was like, what's like what like a thing like a hobby or like not a hobby a thing you do that's like super embarrassing or whatever, and she was like the
Mm-hmm.
millennial scowl while you dance, and I was like yes, we
Okay, so
all
that is
went
a millennial thing.
yeah, but I was like what do they do with their face when they dance like
Well, I mean, if you look at the TikTokers, they're like, you know what I mean? Like
oh
they're
yeah they
like,
do, but those are like the professional dancers. Like what about like they're not professional, but they're like all like like they are all
I don't even
dancers
know
and like have
who to
dance training and
reference for
like
that.
you're
Like,
taught to do facial expressions when you are trained in dance. So like if I was like that, I'd be like, you know,
yeah.
but but I'm not. So I'm curious, like what are all those regular schmegular Gen Zs doing? Or are they just too
Honestly,
cool to dance
I feel
now?
like I feel like they're too cool to dance, and I also feel like if they are, they're just like this.
Yeah, they're either doing that or they're like I think that
What
was, is
is
that the
that?
Macarena?
I don't think they're doing any of that, but sure.
Yeah, they're like,
Basically, we need to stop because we're aging ourselves. And I think that people are going to stop listening or at least stop watching.
you guys are almost 30. I'm out.
No, we're
Anyway,
thriving.
yeah,
Just
Jordan's starting her
saying.
OnlyFans in the minute she turns 30. So
Oh
everyone,
my
please go follow
God.
her. We're trying to have a bad baby moment, $1 million one day.
Oh my God. That would be fucking crazy. I would die.
Would you
No,
not say it
but
was worth it if that happens? It would be worth it.
listen, I think it's actually scary if I realize how much money these people actually make. Yeah, it's scary.
Just take one for
Everyone's
the
trying to
team.
convince me to do some crazy shit lately.
Just take one for the team. Just take one for the team.
Yeah.
For the
Francesca's
team.
going to get a cut because she convinced me to do it. So
Yeah,
all
I'll
of my
manage you. I'll take the
lingerie.
photos. I will direct the shoots. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
All we need for you is like a dark green, like little baby doll thing, or like what are they called?
Like a nightgown.
Yeah, but like the cute ones that are like see through,
Yeah.
little fuzzy furs on top. People would love that
Here we
shit, and then
go.
they'll be like, Jessica Rabbit, Poison Ivy. Oh my god,
Everyone's manifesting me being a
OnlyFans
OnlyFans
model.
gal.
And we are
Who
one step
knows?
closer, gang. Everyone keep manifesting it. We will get her there, and I will reap the benefits.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do a poll where it's like, do you guys think that Francesca should get a cut of Jordan's OnlyFans channel?
Yes.
The answer
Yes.
is yes.
I can handle all your correspondences. All right. You just got to pose. I'll take the pictures. I'll do the direction. Well, you take the pictures because you're better at that. But I'll do the directing. I'll message the guys that think they're talking to you. Like we're good.
Wow, this is a full operation. All
Hmm.
right.
Send me some
Well,
socks. I'll dirty them
guys.
up. And we'll send them out for money.
Okay, well, we love you guys. Thank you for listening. And, you know,
If you
always
have any
remember.
questions, anything on looks, she's the pretty one. Anything on humor, I'm the funny one. Anything on vocabulary, find somebody else. Okay? Because she's pretty, I'm funny, and together we're pretty funny.
And don't miss a single episode. Please, please, for the love of God, keep listening because next week's episode is going to be really good. We're really, I can't, we have to turn off these like prompts or something. But, anyways, next week's going to be an exciting episode. We have a crazy story to share with you about our time. Francesca, I'm going to literally punch you in the face. I hate these fucking prompts.
I'm just hyping up your ending.
Anyways, next week, Francesca, I'm literally going to murder you. I hate it so much. It looks so dumb. Okay. For the last time, I swear to God, if you put your thumbs up, I will murder you. Please tune in to next week's episode because we're going to be sharing fuck you.
A very crazy story about something that we saw at brunch. Okay, so please like, comment, subscribe, share, rate, post about us, tell your friends, everything. Tell your kids, tell your wife. They telling everybody out here.
Oh my God. We love you guys, and we'll see you on episode 11. Bye.